Hey, what's up, YouTube? My name is Jason Sims, and welcome back to another episode of Unfiltered Opinions. So, today we're going to talk about how in this generation and in future generations, that you don't necessarily need a college degree to become successful. And as you can see, I don't know if you could tell, but your boy's Asian, and there is this there is this heavily embedded stereotype that Asian parents instill into their kids at a very young age. They actually instill it before the father plants the seed into the mom. That's how ingrained it is. Is that ingrained and embedded in the Asian mentality that the kids need to have a college degree in order to have a successful career and make a boat ton of money, or else they're considered a disgrace and they just might as well dig their own grave even before they come out of their mom's womb. And I hopefully disagree. Granted, I do have a college degree. I wouldn't say I was coerced into getting one. It was a particular portion of it was, was that stereotype that was embedded into my thought process, my mentality, the atmosphere that I grew up in. Because what? Let's be real. Asian parents, they're like, either get a college degree or you're gonna work at McDonald's for the rest of your damn life. And that's how it normally is. But in my previous video where I talked about Ivy Leagues is not worth the undergrad experience, and to save that for graduate school, if you really want to, that I graduated this past May 2020 with my bachelor's in arts for criminal justice and minoring in theater arts. A large part of that was because there's this this dark cloud that if you don't go to college, if you're Asian, then it's just gonna rain heavily on your head for the rest of your life. And I can see where my parents were coming from because they were born in the generation prior, during the baby boom era. And it's not just their generation, it's every generation prior to this one saying college, well, back in their generation, college was way more affordable and you could get your degree in whatever trade it would be, whether it be plumber, electrician, doctor, engineer, lawyer. But stereotypical Asian influence, they would heavily influence their kids. They would kind of just imagine if. Okay, so imagine for a second that an Asian parent and their Asian offspring. They said, and then they're on the edge of a cliff. So pretend that this is the cliff. The Asian parent is here, and the Asian offspring is here. So essentially, the Asian parent would say, "Look, you're either gonna be one of three, or all three of these professions." If their expectations were that high. It's gonna be one of three or all three choices. I don't care if you have to toil your ass. I don't care if you die of stress and your cortisol level is through the roof. This is what you're gonna do for the rest of your damn life. Nothing else. And like I said, this is before before this generation. You're either gonna be a doctor, you're either gonna be a lawyer, or you're gonna be an engineer, because those are the three categories that make bank all the time. And the more the Asian offspring resists those options, the Asian parent would edge them closer and closer towards the edge of the cliff, saying, "Look, Boy, don't test me. I will shove you off this cliff if you don't choose either one of the three or all three of those options. You will choose, and you have no choice. And the Asian offspring, I want to say, okay, back in the day, 10 times out of 10 they had no choice, saying, Mom, Dad, please don't make me do this. I don't like this job. No, stop. I don't want to die. And Asian parents are like, no, you will obey our command for careers. And if the Asian child didn't cooperate, it will be boop. And it's not death that we feared. You think that this is death? No, you got it all wrong. The bottom, when you drop off the edge of the cliff, it's not death. That's the most fearful. It's unemployment. That gets to us. Because unemployment, disregarding our current situation with the pandemic. Prior to the pandemic, if you didn't get accepted or choose doctor, lawyer, or engineer, you were considered a disgrace. There would be no financial, physical, emotional, spiritual support whatsoever. You done for. And I can see why, because there are nowhere near as many opportunities for accumulating, steady and then exponential wealth compared to this generation because of technology. And stuff like Instagram, YouTube, startup companies. As long as you have the ambition and the drive and you have an idea that solves problems and you have something that incites interest, that's how this generation views different avenues of opportunity and wealth growth. Growth in wealth, growth in income, all that other stuff. Yeah, so, and there's also the fear that since this job market is going, it's difficult to find a career that you graduated with within your realm that you studied in college. And college is expensive too, and I'll cover that in another video. Asian parents, they have some Asian parents, not all. I'm not calling out all Asian parents because that's not how it is. Some Asian parents, they have an ignorant mindset that they are immovable from, and I can't blame them because that's the mentality that their parents instilled in them, and it's so ingrained in their mindset that it germinated this ideology that, oh, I have to go to college. I have to be a doctor, lawyer, or an engineer. Or actually not or, if you become the CEO of a hospital, I guess that's their dream for them, just to throw cash in the air and say, yo, money, and all that other stuff. Anyway, that's generations prior to the millennial generation. That's how Asian parents thought. A lot of them. And fortunately, I am grateful to have Asian parents that supported my decision not to pursue an actual career in medicine, in law, or in engineering. Because let's face it, your boy sucks at chemistry. Your boy is not the best negotiator, even though I do like to argue, and I do make robust points every now and then. And engineer, nah, I don't have the patience for that. Zero patience for engineers. Like, None. Yeah, so my parents were super chill. They were very understanding, saying, "Look, if if whatever career if whatever career yeah, if whatever career path that the stereotypical Asian child is not right for you, then don't do it because you're gonna be miserable. You're gonna be wasting your time." And that was smart on their end. I feel as if some Asian parents they they coerce and they press this idea so hard onto their children that they end up resenting their parents for it, because for their parents it's not particularly in the beginning, it's not particularly the happiness that they really care about in their kids. It's about the money that they can make in order for their child to support them, not only when the child is younger, but also, and this is another Asian stereotype, Asian parents 9 times out of 10 expect their children to take care of them in the future. We are their financial caregivers, because once they retire, they ain't doing jack squat. They're gonna be like this. Asian parents, they will act like this. I'm chilling on the beach in Maui, and I'm sipping on a pina colada that my parent no, no, that my kids paid for, because they are supporting me. Now what you gonna do about it, fool? What you gonna do about it, fool? Yeah. So that's their mentality. Asian parents, in one way or another, they expect their children to be their caregivers in the future. And I can see why, because a lot of Asian parents are immigrants, and they normally immigrate from their, in some cases, in their impoverished atmosphere and environment. They immigrate to the United States, they work their butt off for however many years it takes. They're living in a comfortable environment once they immigrate here, and they expect their children to take care of them, because, Asian parents, they want to reap the rewards after planting the seeds of their hard work. And I can see that. In my opinions on whether or not I'm going to financially support and sustain my parents, yeah, I will. But not to the extreme. And that'll be for another video. And again, this whole mentality that you can make money in almost any way possible without a college degree, it's this generation is the most prevalent and the most relevant. And the most relevant. Yeah. Oh, no, not relevant. Relevant. It's the most prevalent and relevant because of technology. If you create good content and you upload it on YouTube and you're consistent with it, it's gonna generate a lot of attention and followers, because A, it's interesting, B, it's consistent, and C, it's relevant. People can resonate with that. And also with Instagram and with, I really hate this app, and I really hate all the users who use it, because I feel like they're petulant, and they're petulant and spoiled, in my opinion. TikTok. I am so glad that the United States government is considering banning TikTok, just like India banned TikTok. And I have a feeling that everyone's gonna say, "Oh, you're just hating because TikTok creators, they're making so much money, they're generating so much money, ew." Yeah, you're right. I'm jealous that they making money, and these 15, 16-year-olds don't know what the heck to do with all that money and all that fame and attention once they do that. Yeah, I'm jealous. Who wouldn't be jealous? Like, what 24-year-old would not be jealous of a 16-year-old TikToker who makes what? I don't even know what the time limit is on a single TikTok video. I don't I used TikTok for about a couple of days, and then I deleted it because it was just too much work. Because I had other social media platforms I had to upload on. I was like, you know what, this is a waste of time. But yeah, I'm jealous watching all these 15, 16-year-olds making bank on TikTok with their creative video ideas. And I'm a 24-year-old who went to college, who who has debt to repay, but I am entering a field, a professional field that I'm passionate about. That's criminal justice, and that'll be for a different video. But yeah, hell yeah, I'm jealous of those 15, 16-year-olds who haven't even had their testicles drop yet. Well, for boys, and for girls, who haven't fully blossomed yet. Yeah, I'm jealous of them. Yeah, they making bank, and I'm here and have to repay student loan debt because college is so damn expensive. And that'll be for another video too. But yeah, there are so many different avenues that you can pursue in terms of revenue and wealth generation. And yeah, it's generations prior to the millennial generation. They didn't have technology. They had cell phones, they had beepers. Well, they had very rudimentary cell phones. They didn't have cell phones where, yeah, see, this is my phone. And this is not sponsored or anything, but this is, look. Okay, well, this is a Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus. And yeah, I know people are gonna say, "Oh, you're late to the wave of getting the newest phone." I'm not late to the wave. I bought this phone Christmas 2 years ago as a gift to myself because I needed a new cell phone. And I paid $300 for this on Amazon, and it treats me so well. I don't need to buy the latest phone that's $2,000. I don't need to buy the newest phone every time a cell phone company or a tech company launches their new product. That's a waste of money. Anyway, yeah, so parents of the prior generation, they didn't have the technology, they didn't have the opportunities that millennials have, in particular that I have, that every other person living in the millennial era has in terms of wealth generation, content creation, and generation. Is crazy. And and yes, there is a small component in their mentality that has this ideological ignorance. But like I said, it's their mindset of whatever their parents before them instilled in them that they just can't get out of. And that's perfectly understandable. I'm not gonna chastise them for not understanding what this generation can generate in terms of wealth. That's perfectly fine. But nowadays, since technology is so prevalent and ubiquitous, it's up to us. It's up to people like you and me to decide whether or not we want to create this content, whether or not we want to generate this sort of wealth. And I certainly want to. I don't know about everyone else, but me personally, if I have an opportunity to buy a $60 great quality mic from Amazon and just turn on my webcam on my computer and upload a YouTube video of whatever topic or idea that comes to my mind, hell yeah, I'm gonna do it. If it's gonna help me generate money, and also because of the technology that is so prevalent, and also the audience, the vast audience that the internet and technology reaches, not only from the United States but also overseas, internationally. And hopefully one day when Elon Musk finally decides to colonize Mars, and that way we can broadcast interplanetarily, I don't know if that's a word, but among different planets, then yeah, that's more opportunity, right? So yeah, You don't need a college education in order to make money nowadays. Oh, and also, you can also do a trade job too. You can be a plumber, you can be a welder, um, landscaper, construction worker. You can have your own company once you have enough experience and once you generate a clientele. You can go from being an apprentice to whatever trade that you're interested in, that you're passionate about. And once you have the experience, the knowledge, and the following, and the correct clientele, you can easily grow an empire and a company from that, and you're gonna be the top dog for it. So, yeah, the internet, social media, trade, trade schools or different trades that you have, you can generate money. You can generate an income and wealth and money in just about any area and platform nowadays. It just doesn't have to be college. So don't limit yourself. If you have an idea, if you have content that is interesting, that is educational, if you have any, as long as you have any idea that can solve a problem, that can create solutions, and it will generate income that doesn't require a college degree, by all means do it. And no, people are gonna say, "Oh, you're being a hypocrite because you went to college." I'm not being a hypocrite. I'm not saying that college is a waste of time and money. College isn't for everyone. But as long as you find the perfect avenue that suits your personality, that suits your ambitions, that fuels your ambitions and dreams, that will generate wealth in the future, by all means do it. No one's stopping you. The only person that's stopping you from doing what you want to do is you. So if you want to go to college and you want to pursue a career that you're passionate about that will make you money, by all means do it. If you don't want to go to college, if you want to be a content creator or you want to go to a trade school, by all means do it. That's all up to you. All I'm saying is, you don't need a college degree in order to pursue what you want to do and to make money from it. That's it. So don't forget to like this video, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that way you will be notified as soon as I upload another video. And let me know down in the comments below. Do you agree or disagree with me that you do or you don't need a college degree in order to be successful, in order to make money, and that there are different ways to generate wealth? Alright, that's all for today. See you guys in the next video. Peace.